Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My channel is all about succulents and cacti in a balcony garden and houseplants. Lots of houseplants in an apartment setting. Today I'm sharing with you one of my collections. It is my ficus tree collection. I've recently purchased a new little ficus tree, so I figured I'd just share all of them with you, and let's get to it. Now let's start off with this little guy here. This is my Ficus Elastica robusta, and it's actually a cutting of a larger one that I'm going to show you here in just a moment. But these are so very easy to propagate. Just take a cutting from the top, let it callus over, and put it in some water. Here's the original one, the larger one that I have in my plant room. And where I made the cutting, you can see here, it's given off a little sprout there and branched off some new leaves. And this one is in my plant room. It gets ambient light from an east-facing window and from some of the grow lights also. So it gets plenty of light, and that's one thing that I've noticed that ficus trees love is plenty of light, whether it's the darker foliage ones or the variegated leaf ones. They love plenty of light. Now, right next to it is this Ficus machla. This one is a fairly new one for me also. I've only had it about 6, maybe 7 months, and it's just waking up from winter dormancy, giving off some new leaves. I do have it in a very chunky mix. It's a very fast draining soil, and I water these guys when they are pretty much fully dry, when it is about a 3 or 4 on the moisture meter. The leaves don't get very big on this one, but it really is just a cute little tree. I'd love to get it in a much larger tree form. Now, one of my favorite trees is this Ficus Elastica taniki, variegated Ficus Elastica. It is in this east-facing window. I've had it for a couple of years, and it's just barely now, I think, coming into what it should start to look like. It's giving off more leaves more frequently. It was a real slow grower in the beginning, but now it's starting to give off more leaves. I would love for them to get a little bit larger. I think it's probably just needing more light, so I'm going to have to figure out another spot to give it a little bit more morning light and see if that helps it in getting its leaves a little bit bigger. Now, I do have a second Ficus Elastica taniki in my bedroom in this east-facing window, but it also gets some light from a grow light that I have in front of it, because once the sun moves, the lighting in here isn't the best, and I want to try and maintain that variegation on it. This one I did purchase at a Home Depot. It's not a cutting from the other one. It was a purchase, and this one does have much larger leaves. I just need it to get a little bit taller, and hopefully it'll do that. It is giving off new leaves though, so that's a good thing. Now, I've had minimal pest problems with my ficus trees, but I do know that they can be susceptible to spider mites, but knock on wood, I haven't had any issues with them. Now, you all know I am a sucker for variegation on any plant, and this Ficus benjamina virgota is, one of those plants that I just love. This is almost, the leaves look like miniature Ficus elastica taniki leaves, but with just a softer feel to them, a wispiness to them. It's just I don't know, a real romantic looking little tree. And they can grow very tall, just as tall as the regular Ficus benjamina. So I'm hoping that this guy will treat me to that and grow very tall and become really a beautiful statement plant, like its cousin can, the Ficus benjamina. Now, just below that one, I have this beautiful Ficus elastica ruby. The leaves on this beauty are so big and have this wonderful pink tinge to them. It's getting new leaves and really settling in. I've had it for about, oh, I don't know, 7 months, I would say. And it's just a beautiful specimen. Right now, it still does fit underneath this table, but hopefully it won't for long, that it'll get nice and tall. I have been fertilizing my trees with a diluted liquid fertilizer, and that seems to be doing them well. I've also added some worm castings to freshen up their soil too. So I think they're really enjoying that. This is my Ficus Elastica burgundy, and I just love the richness of these leaves. And sometimes leaves like this can be a little bit difficult to keep clean. Um, and I still have a little bit of dust on them, even though I cleaned them. What I use is I have a spray bottle of water, and I add probably about a quarter cup of lemon juice, and I spritz it on there, and then wipe it off with a paper towel or a cloth on top and underneath, and that seems to keep the leaves clean and removes any hard water stains also. But this burgundy is just, the leaves, the color on it are so rich underneath with the red veining, and they come out this lighter green and then turn that rich hunter green as they mature. Really a beautiful tree, and I love it. The contrast in this terracotta pot too. Just a beautiful, beautiful specimen. Now I saved my newest one for last. This is my Ficus altissima golden gem. And I just got this one in the mail from Hertz Gardens or Hertz.com. And I have been after this one for a while, and I kept missing it in local nurseries and on online shops. And I love this type of variegation of the almost the lemon lime type of variegation with the lighter green and the darker green. You can see there the leaves. This came in a little 2-inch little pot, and I have it in this little ceramic pot that's about 3 inches in a very free draining soil right in front of an east facing window. It has, I think, like about 5 leaves on it, and but with one more coming in the center there. It came in really, really good condition, and I'm not taking any chances with this one. I'm really keeping an eye on the lighting and the watering. No pests of any kind that I could see, but this is such a beautiful specimen. I just love it. Well, there you have my small collection, friends. It's small, yes, I know, but it's ever growing, and I just love all of my trees. I'm really a big fan of ficus trees, and I would recommend them to any new plant parent as a beginner plant. Thanks so much, friends, for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to give it a like, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video, friends. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.